That's amazing.
It is indeed. Well, as is that chocolate. So, hey, don't hang up on your chocolate nouveau. Again, if you're channel surfing, welcome in to the last hour where we'll have not one, but the two today's specials from Andrew Lessman. He is our #1 brand. He is our highest reorder, our lowest return rate. He's celebrating his 24th year here at HSN, although he's been making the world's finest vitamins for decades beyond that. I mean, here and now at our sister partner and friend, QVC. So he's curated some great things for you. So sit down, relax, grab that cup of coffee, grab that cafe chocolate nouveau. Yes, we're gonna empower you to your health, but we're gonna get you special pricing, free shipping, and 5 flex pays in addition to our extended holiday return policy. Andrew, this is something you added to this show. I want to cut right to the chase. It's one of my personal favorites. We both have blue eyes, so and certainly I think this time in history, whether you have light eyes, whether you are outdoors, most of us are in front of computers or laptops or cell phones. Andrew, we need this product, my friend.
Our eyes are being bombarded by blue light, high energy light. When we're indoors now, LED lights are everywhere. We're reading screens constantly. I mean, here it's not like I'm looking at paper. When I'm getting information about the quantities available in the show, I'm looking at my phone. And again, our phones have blue light. There's a setting on my phone where I could reduce the blue light, but still, we are bombarding the fragile tissues of our eyes with blue light that they were never intended nor designed to contend with. As it is, sunlight, nature takes its own toll on our eyes. So lutein and zeaxanthin are the critical optical pigments. They're a functional part of our eye. Unfortunately, they're not an adequate part of our diet. I often sound like a broken record when I talk about critical ingredients in our body that are lacking from our diet, but that's the case with lutein and zeaxanthin. I have a chart here that shows what we'd have to be eating to start to scratch the surface on the levels of lutein and zeaxanthin that we require. But this little tiny capsule provides 12 milligrams of lutein, 6 milligrams of zeaxanthin in their natural forms. So you're going to be getting the optimum benefits, no synthetic lutein or zeaxanthin in this product. Also other ingredients to help with night vision. So it's a product that also helps with circulation to and from the eye, because the eye is an isolated structure. Also, when it comes to lutein and zeaxanthin, a body of research has been coming out over the last 5+ years talking about the brain in lutein and zeaxanthin, that people with healthier levels of lutein and zeaxanthin also have healthier aging brains and retain the critical faculties in their brain better than folks with inadequate levels of lutein and zeaxanthin. It isn't surprising, because our eyes are really a specialized sensory organ that's sort of an adapted organ from our brain. So it's not surprising that lutein and zeaxanthin plays a critical role in our eyes and a critical role in our brain. But I just was going to show that one chart here, if we could, that shows how difficult it is to get lutein and zeaxanthin. 12 milligrams of lutein, a little bit easier. If you had every day, say, 2/3 of a cup of green peas, 2/3 of a cup of cooked collard greens, cooked, of course, cooked spinach, 3/4 of a cup, because that's probably 5 cups or 6 cups of spinach. When it cooks down, it becomes so small. Raw spinach, 1 3/4 cups. Cooked broccoli, 4 cups. So unless you're eating those foods on a daily basis, you're not getting the lutein you require. Zeaxanthin, much harder. Zeaxanthin, the best source, corn. 7 cups of corn, cooked collard greens, 18 cups of cooked collard greens, 19 cups of cooked spinach, 30 cups of orange juice. So very difficult to achieve the lutein and zeaxanthin that you get in a daily supply of our Ultimate Eye. But there's one other chart here that I wanted to share that kind of shows something. It kind of applies to almost all of aging. The bottom axis of this chart is age. As we see here, that's the ability of our eyes to accommodate. And what that means in more conventional terms, what we notice when all of a sudden we wish our arms were longer because we can't read things that are very close, that's visual accommodation. And if you look at this chart here, right around late 40s, we start seeing a more precipitous dip, and that's when it becomes something that we notice in terms of our vision. So our vision as we get older does change, but there are things we can do about the changes in our vision as we get older, and that really, the most critical thing we could provide is delivering the lutein and the zeaxanthin. And of course, because they're not so readily available from our diet, it underscores the importance of supplementation.
It most definitely does. And, you know, especially with regard to the lutein and the zeaxanthin, those are not inexpensive ingredients. And that's one of the reasons, A, you're hard pressed to find them. You're not finding them in these levels, nor will you find these even here at HSN, you know, after this special purchase pricing expires. So it's really kind of a win-win proposition, all with the 5-pay flex pay and the extended holiday return policy in the 30, the 60, the 180, and the 360. Certainly profound savings, but we always say this, seeing the difference, and yes, we do mean that pun intended. Once more, read those reviews. They read like love letters. And certainly, if you're online, and I know you are, we're all Zooming and Skyping and reading and working and seeing our family and friends from home. It's an affront to our eyes. And I think we all value that great gift of eyesight. When you know better, you do better. And Andrew, this is a perfect product to help us do that.
And I wish I had time to read the reviews on this product, but it's just a quick presentation. Maybe if we show this again in the variety show on Monday, I'll read some reviews, because the reviews are really compelling on this product. There's hundreds of reviews, and I'm always excited when folks do this, taking the product to their doctors and having their doctors review the product and look at the quality of the ingredients and the comprehensive nature of the product. But Ultimate Eye, the reviews, the experience speaks volumes. And again, it's not a drug or a medicine that works on your eyes. It provides ingredients that are actually critical to the functioning of your eyes. Lutein and zeaxanthin are defined as the optical pigments. In fact, the very name of the macular region of our eye, and we know how critical and fragile that macular region of our eye is. The reason why the macular region, if you looked into your eye and looked through a scope, you would see, or you saw a scan of your retina, you would see that macular region as a sort of a yellow spot. And the reason you see it as a yellow spot, in fact, its very name comes from macula lutea, and that means yellow spot. So that macula lutea, that yellow spot, owes that color entirely and completely to the concentration of lutein and zeaxanthin. And it's concentrated there because that is the focal point of vision. That is the most fragile part of the eye, because think of a magnifying glass, and when you magnify that light into one single spot, now think about your eye over the course of your lifetime. The lens of your eye, that magnifying glass, is focusing the light that's coming in and concentrating in that back portion of the retina. So again, your body knows what to do. It concentrates lutein and zeaxanthin there to protect your eye from that high energy radiation, that blue light, that UV light. But it can only do it can only concentrate it there if you consistently deliver it from your diet. Unfortunately, most Americans do not. So supplementation becomes important.
It most definitely does. Certainly in a time in history where, you know, we're online, we're abusing our eyes in ways that maybe we haven't in past courses of history. Definitely take advantage of